Role in the Salesforce will specify visibility about the data. How the data is visible to you. Which data is visible to you. The role will specify how the data is visible to you in the hierarchical model. Let us say I am the VP operations. I can view my regional manager data, my zonal manager data. I can see my marketing people and executives. Because I was standing on the top of the hierarchy, I'll be able to see my subordinate data. If I'm a zonal manager, I can see my regional manager data, my manager's data, executives data. If I'm a manager, I can see my executives data. Now, how this is possible? Because of the hierarchy. Role will specify hierarchical model of the data, hierarchical model of your data, and how the data is visible in the structure. Now, this has nothing to do with your company's hierarchy. It just specifies visibility of the data as per the structure of your organization. How the data is visible, how the data visibility structure is defined, how the data visibility structure is defined. So what is the role? Role in the Salesforce specifies structure and hierarchy of your organization business data model. And where you stand in the hierarchy, it will tell to whom you are going to report and who will report to you. Role has nothing to do with permissions. Role will not give any permission. It only says visibility of the data. Role in the Salesforce only tells about structure and hierarchy of your organization data and how the data is visible. Now, role in the Salesforce will tell about structure and hierarchy of your organization data and how the data is visible to the users. Now, it also tells who will report to whom, and it has nothing to do with permissions. It only specifies visibility of the data. It only specifies visibility of the data. It only specifies visibility of the data. It has nothing to do with any one of the permissions. How will you create the roles? How will you create the roles? Look at the point. Setup, administer, manage users, roles. You want the data to be available or you don't want to see this. Now, if you feel that I don't want to use the sample structure what Salesforce has given, delete them. But if I want to delete it, it says subordinate role should be deleted first. Then only you can delete the role. Look at the point. If I try to delete this, first subordinate role should be deleted. Then only you can delete me. Now already they have given some sample structure which I don't like. They have given a sample structure which I don't like. I want to create my own roles. So I'm deleting this. Whatever the structure they have given, I'm deleting it. I will design according to my choice. Okay. Now I want to build my own structure. Under CEO, I have Vice President Sales. He is reporting to whom? Now, is reporting to CEO. Now they gave, this was not there earlier. In the previous version, we don't have this option. This was recently introduced. It is saying, users in this role can edit all opportunities associated with the accounts that they own, regardless of whom owns the opportunity. We'll come back to the point when you go to OWD. Now, if I was able to see an account, allow me to see corresponding opportunities of this account. If I am able to see account, allow me to see corresponding opportunities of the account. So they say, user in this role can view all the opportunities associated. Okay, now this requires some OWD permission. Let's hold that point now. Just we are giving structure. See. Now, I am giving here regional manager reporting to VP sales. Manager reporting to regional manager. Clerk reporting to. So what I am doing here, I am just specifying name of the role, reports to which role. Now I told VP HR operation. Reports
so just one point, VP roles are already created, so that's why, na? That's why we can refer that one.
I didn't get you.
I mean, you are saying that he is reporting to CEO, so
yeah, already
CEO role is already created.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now I'm going to HR manager. HR manager role reporting to VP HR operations. Now what did I do in this case? Look at this. We got the structure. VP HR operation, VP sales. VP HR operation, HR manager. VP sales, regional manager, manager. What was this? Hierarchical. Now VP sales can see the data of regional manager, manager, clerk. VP sales can see the data of regional manager, manager, clerk. Now regional manager can see the data of manager, clerk. Clerk cannot see anybody's data except his. VP HR can see the data of HR manager. CEO can see the data of VP HR operation, VP sales. Are you getting it? It only says visibility of the data. It only says about visibility of your data. Are you clear? If I want to delete any one of the role, look at this. Regional manager I want to delete. If I want to delete any one of the role, they says you have a child role, first delete the child or reassign the child to someone else. So what I told, edit, and I told reports to VP sales. Then I can delete. So if you want to delete any one of the role, first role should be, subordinate role should be reassigned to someone else. There, delete the subordinate role, then only we can delete the role. If you want to delete a role, subordinate role should be deleted or reassigned to some other role, then only we can do it. So basically what was this? Hierarchical structure. And it will tell you about what? How the data is visible to the users. Based on the hierarchy, the people on the top of the hierarchy, they can see subordinate data. Right, boss? Okay. Now, in how many ways we can see this structure? 3 ways. Right now, whatever you are finding, it is called tree structure. Sorted list view. Alphabetically sorted. List view. Same tree structure in the list they are showing you. Now, out of these 3, which is more convenient to you? Tree structure will be easy for you to understand. Now, I am making very clear one more time. Role has nothing to do with the permissions. Role has nothing to do with the permission. Role only says where you stand in the hierarchy, that's all. It will not tell you what you can do, what you cannot do. It has nothing to do with the permission. If two people have same role, doesn't mean they will have same data or same permission. Now please mute your mic. I'm online. Tarun Kumar Tanakar, please mute your mic. Right. Now if two people, let us say I have taken engineering college, HOD is the role. Now there are four people. One is the CSE HOD, EC HOD, EE HOD, mechanical HOD. Now their role is HOD, but the permission what they get, is it same? EC HOD will get the permissions on EC department. CSE HOD get the permission on CSE department. Mech HOD get the permission on mech. Now role is same, but the permissions what they get is going to be different. Are you clear about this? So if two people have the same role, doesn't mean they will get same permission. So role has nothing to do with permission. So what is the navigation that we had? Tell me. Setup, administer, manage users, roles, then we have add roles. Enter the role name, select the reports to role, then we have save. Now same thing can also be done in Lightning. Same thing can also be done in Lightning. In Lightning, how do you do it? Only navigation will change. Setup, administration. Under the administration we have users. Under the users we have roles. Under the roles we have add roles. The remaining steps are same. Right. So what we have? Enter the role name, role label, reports to which role, save. Right, boss? I hope you are good with this. Now, in how many ways we can see the roles? 3 ways. In 3 ways we can see the roles. Roles are visible to me in 3 ways. What are the 3 ways? Tree view, list view, sorted list view. Who can create a new role? This is the permission. We will discuss later. Still yet to be done. Then I gave some use cases. Now look at the format. If two users have same role, will they get same profile? May or may not. If two users have same role, will they report to same person? No. Now I told role may be same, but you report to Kumar, I report to Shyam. If two users have same role, will they report to same role? Now, if two people have a role called manager, manager reports to regional manager. So you always report to same role, but in the role, persons will be different. Now let us see, boss. In the company, with a manager role, Satish, Hari, Kumar, 3 people are there. I have a role, company says VP sales. Then, so every manager will report to VP sales. But the problem is, with the role of VP sales, we have a user called Shyam. With the manager I have now tell me, Faraz will report to whom? Manager, every manager will report to VP sales only. Every manager. But there are 3 managers. Faraz, Wilson, and Divya. Now Faraz will report to which VP? right? Who is that?
Sam.
So I cannot guarantee if two people have the same role, doesn't mean that they report to same person. Now how will you give it? At the time of creating a user, on the user we have hierarchical field. Hierarchical field. In the hierarchical field I told your VP sales. There I am going to select any one of the user X Sham. That is the purpose of your hierarchical field. In the hierarchical field means what? User to user relation. In the relations we have seen master detail, lookup, hierarchical. Hierarchical is what? User to user. Manager will report to VP sale. Okay, who is your VP sale? Then I will select Sham. When I am creating Wilson, Wilson will select, let us say Ram. Diva will select Kiran. Are you getting my point again? Right? Using hierarchical field, I will select. But role will not tell to whom you are going to which person you are going to report. Role will tell to which role you are going to report. So every manager will report to VP sales. Right? Now, when I look at the user level, Faraz will report to whom? That is not given by roles. Right? Two managers will not report to same user. I cannot guarantee. They may or may not. Faraz and Wilson want to report to Sham. May. Faraz may report to Sham. Wilson may report to Ram. I cannot guarantee this. Are you getting my point? Right? One role will report to another role. Two users with one role will report to same role. But two users with a role may or may not report to same person. Are you clear about this? People are clear? Okay. The same, based on the certification based questions, I just formed the questions here. If two users have same role, will they get same profile? I cannot guarantee. If two users have same role, will they report to same person? I cannot guarantee. If two users have same role, will they report to same role? Yes. Right? Okay. Now, can I create the roles directly in the production? Directly we can create in the production, or else we can create them on the sandbox and deploy to production. Now roles can be created directly in the production, or else I can create them on sandbox and deploy. I hope you are good with this. People have followed these examples. So what is the purpose of a role? Role only specifies hierarchical visibility of the data. Data visibility. Role only specifies about hierarchical visibility of the data. Role only specifies hierarchical visibility of the data.
What about the admin? Does he validate in this?
Now we need to cover it. Let me finish the profile and you understand it. Okay. Okay. Now let us go back to the next very important topic. Very important topic. Listen carefully. That is a profile. Very important topic. Profile. Now, the basic point that people have to understand is, let it be administrator, super admin, let it be a VP sales, let it be a manager, let it be X, Y, or Z. He is an employee of the company. We made him admin by giving him permissions. Admin is one of the employee to whom I gave a permission to access everything, so we are calling admin. At the end of the game, everybody is an employee in the organization. We are giving the permissions to make them to work in that particular designation. Now I told manager, I made you the manager by giving the certain set of permissions. Everybody is an employee of the organization to which we are specifying some permissions and asking them to perform certain tasks. Based on the task what they have to perform, we are giving certain permissions which is making them as admin, which is making them as a manager, which is making them as a VP operations. Right? So admin is also one of the user to whom I gave permissions to access everything. So he has become admin. Right, Amma? Okay. Now listen carefully. We are going with the profile. Listen carefully, boss. Now I have sales application. Credit card. So look at this. In the organization, what will be there? CRM will be there, as well as force.com. Force.com is you are building your own functionalities. Like I created my own app called loan management app, credit card app. Like this application I have created. Okay. Now, in any organization, what will be there? CRM, force.com. Will every user will get access to CRM? Will every user get access to force.com? Then I will tell you what license have you purchased. If you purchased Salesforce license, then you will be having an access to CRM and force.com. If you have purchased Salesforce platform license, you will have an access to only force.com. So depends upon the license, permissions will come. Right. Now I am designing one set here. This set I am designing for those people who purchase a Salesforce license. If anybody comes to me with a Salesforce license, I will give. Let us make it simple. You went to a theater, movie theater. If you purchase a platinum ticket, there will be 20 seats in the platinum. You went to a theater, there are 40 seats in the recliner. Now, if you purchase a recliner seat, then they give you any one of the 40 seats availability. Right? Right? You don't carry seat along with you, right? Now, already people will create the seats. This is 40 seats are for recliners. This, okay, 100 seats are for okay, gold class. This 200 seats are for silver class. Am I right? So already they create. When I purchase a recliner seat and go inside the theater, they'll ask me to occupy any one of the recliner. Right? Now they'll ask me to, boss, at the time of purchasing a ticket, they'll tell these are the availability of the seats. You choose or I will give it. Now what happened? Seats are already built. Based on the ticket what you purchased, they will assign any one of the seat. Am I right? Here the seats are nothing but profiles. Seats are nothing but profiles, which are designed for those people, who will purchase this particular license. Are you getting my point? So if you purchase Salesforce license, you will be given any one of the profile which is built for Salesforce license. If you purchase Salesforce platform, you will be given any one of the profile which is designed for Salesforce platform. At the time of designing a profile, they'll ask you, this profile is designed for which category of people? I'm saying this profile is designed for those people who purchase Salesforce license. If you purchase a Salesforce license, what we are going to get, boss? We are going to get CRM as well as. Let me give you that. Try to understand this point. If anybody purchases a Salesforce license, they get access to sales, service, load management. Why? Because you are going to get access on CRM as well as force.com. This is very important. This is how we create. So anybody purchase Salesforce license. Now I'm saying, if anybody purchase Salesforce license, you are going to get the permission on following things. Because CRM, force.com, both the things you are going to get the permission. Then I'm saying, anybody who purchase Salesforce license, these are the things. Now look at the point. I am capable of speaking in 4 languages. I can speak Telugu, Hindi, English and Kannada. I can speak 4 languages. But Captain Info Solution told me, when you are taking the classes in Hyderabad, you are supposed to speak in English and Telugu. Now, doesn't mean that I don't have a capability of speaking with other languages. I am capable of speaking in 4 languages fluently. I can speak 4 languages and write 4 languages. But Captain Info Solution told me, if you are taking a class in Hyderabad, you are supposed to speak in only English and Telugu. Now, what was that? What I am capable of is given by profile, license, sorry. What you are capable of is given by license. Out of your capabilities, at this point, what your company wants you to do is profile. Now, what I am capable? I am capable of speaking in 4 languages. It is my license. Out of these 4 languages, Captain Info told, if you are taking a class from Hyderabad, supposed to speak in English and Telugu. So I am taking only these 2. Now, when I go to Bangalore branch, when I take the class in Bangalore, they say, boss, you speak in Kannada and English. I will speak in Kannada and English. So based on company's need, they will tell me what I should do and do not. But they cannot ask me to speak in Marathi. I don't know how to speak in Marathi. If I go to a Pune branch, I will only speak in Hindi. I will not speak in Marathi. That is not my capabilities. So who is deciding your capabilities? Your license will decide your capabilities. Based on your license, your capabilities will come. Out of these capabilities, what your organization wants you to work, what your organization wants you to see is given in a profile. Your profile will say what you can see, what you can perform. So these 2 are designed for the people who purchased Salesforce license. If these people are purchasing Salesforce license, they are capable of working with all these functionalities. They are capable of working with CRM and force.com. But your company told, boss, work on only sales, loan, account, Apex, service, credit card, Apex. Now what is that? These people are capable of working with everything, but company told them, you work with only these 2. Are you getting my point? Tomorrow, if company want, you can say, you also work with this. Or tomorrow, company may say, you don't work with this. Company may say, you don't work with this. Are you getting my point? Right now, at this moment, as per the need of organization, I am asking you to work on this. Tomorrow, if I don't need, I'll ask you to stop working on this. Today, as per my need, you have to see this. Tomorrow, as per the organization needs, I should not display this to you. Now, what you can see, what you can perform in the organization, purely controlled by profile. Profile will tell what you can see in the organization, what you can perform in the organization. Profile will tell what you can see in the organization, what you can perform in the organization. Are you clear about this? Profile will tell what you can see, what you can perform in the organization. Now, every profile is designed for specific license. Boss, this profile I am designing for those people who will purchase Salesforce license. Here I have, look at the other one. Now look at it. Now, why you are getting only this? Why are you getting only this? Because as per the Salesforce platform, I am designing this for whom? Salesforce platform. If anybody purchases Salesforce platform, they are getting access on only this. Only out of this, what I want you to give? I want you to work on loan, account, Apex. I want these people to work on credit card, Apex, charter. Are you getting my point? This is designed for Salesforce license users. These are designed for Salesforce platform users. If you say Salesforce platform, only force.com you are going to get. Out of that only I have to decide what I should make you to see. Are you clear about it? Right? Am I clear? So license will tell about your capabilities. Profile will tell about what you are supposed to work and see. Now, I hope people have followed the points. Clear for everyone? Every user will have one profile. At the time of creating a user in the company, at the time of creating a user, I will tell what is your profile. So he knows what he can see, what he can perform. Every user will have only one profile. Every user will have only one profile. Every user will have only one profile. Now, let us look at the theoretical part of the profile. So, what is a profile? Profile in the Salesforce controls what user can access and what user can see in the organization. Every profile is designed for specific license. Profile controls which applications you can see, which objects you can see, which fields you can see, which tabs you can see, what record types you can see, administrative permission, user level permission, page layouts. Page layouts, all these are controlled by profile. Profile controls the moment Satish log into the organization, which applications in the organization are visible to Satish, which objects, we created a couple of objects, which objects are visible to me. I created a couple of fields, which fields I can see, which record types I can see, which page layouts I can see. Okay, what are the administrative permissions I have? Can I create one more role? Can I create one more user? Can I create one more profile? Can I create one more object? Can I create one more tab? Can I create one more field? Who can create? Who cannot create? Everything is controlled by profile. Profile tells what you can do in the organization, what you can create, what you can modify, what you can delete. Everything is controlled by profile. There are two types of profiles we have. One is standard profile, other one is custom profile. Standard profile means these are created by the Salesforce to meet his organizational business requirement. As per the standard CRM functionalities, whatever the standard profiles we require, like administrator, like a manager, these are already created by Salesforce. Anything that is created by the Salesforce, you cannot delete. If you want, you can customize it. Anything that was created by Salesforce, you cannot delete it. If you want, you can customize it. If you want, you can customize it. Now some of the standard profiles are system administrator, Salesforce platform user. Custom profile. Custom profile. What is a custom profile? What is a custom profile? Profiles which are created by the user to meet his organizational business requirement. As per your business need, as per your business needs, whatever the profiles you are trying to create, they are called custom profiles. As per your organization need, what are the profiles you want to create? That are called custom profiles. Custom profile can be modified, deleted as per your need. Now we are going to get a lot of permissions. We cannot remember each and every permission. So what we do? You copy any one of the existing profile. All the list of permissions will come. In that permission, you manage what you want to show, what you don't want to show. Are you getting? So every profile is a clone of existing profile. First to copy any one of the existing profile, then manage your permissions on it. Then what is the navigation we have? So people have followed the theoretical part of the profile, right? So basically what is a profile? It is specify what user can see, what user can perform. What user can see, what user can perform. So if I go to classic, I'll show you.
Satish, one doubt can I ask?
Yeah, go ahead.
So who will define the what to see and what to perform? It is predefined.
Now, at the time of purchasing a Salesforce, they ask you who is the primary contact. At the time of trading a Salesforce, they ask you who is the primary contact. I told Satish is the primary contact. So he has become my administrator. Now he will decide the profiles, or he will create one more user who can decide the profiles. Now your organization will decide. Boss Ravi, you take charge about giving the permissions. Then so as per your organization, to whomever you want to insist the permission, you'll be giving. Now see, boss, depends upon the size of the application. There may be one level of administration, two level of administration, three level of administration, right? Now let us say in the Kaplan 4 solution we have probably I'll be training 2000 students per day. So as per the 2000 students, if I give one appointment, only one reception, okay, if you make a call, second day she will be hospitalized. Now she will not be able to pick up all the 2000 calls in a single day, probably randomly, probably 100 calls. So what we have done, we appointed 3 people to handle the calls. Now depends upon this. Suppose if I am running an organization where I train only 20 or 30 students per day, what will I do? I'll appoint only one reception to handle your calls. Right? Now, if any student is making a call, now you have some query. When you want, like some video is not playing, when you make a call to the admin people, the reception will handle and she will grant the access on the videos. Now, the same query, you have some technical query, when you made a call to the administration, now reception cannot handle it. She forward to the next level, next level to the administration, management. If the management is able to handle it, okay. If not, it will come to Satish. Now I am the owner of the organization. Now at the end, the request, everything, whatever the queries you are asking, if down the structure, if they are not able to resolve it, only that will come to my notice. Otherwise, they will be resolved at the second level or third level. Now every query that you make, every mail that you send will not reach me. If my reception is not able to handle, it will go to admin people. If admin is not able to handle, then it comes to me. Now depends upon the flow of messages we are organized. Suppose if there are only 20 students whom I am training per day, then every mail will come to me. I'll ask. So now, why I'm conveying this is the administration level depends upon the size of the business, number of users. We cannot say we allow always one administrator who will handle everything. Now, depends upon the number of users, depends upon the size of the application. We may have levels of administration. Now, suppose if I want somebody to create a user, the super admin may say, boss, level 3 administrator, you can handle it. Now, I have 30,000 users working on the Salesforce. Now, a single administrator cannot handle it. They have created 3 levels of administration. Now, basic issues are handled by level 3. Granting okay. If you want to give permissions on the database, then it should come to second level. If you want to create or deactivate user, it should come to third level. Now, who will decide this? Your organization has to decide, depends upon the business. There is no global definition for this. Are you getting my point? Right? The administrators who will create, who will modify, that will be decided based on your business flow, based on the size of your application, based on number of users in the organization. But if I want you to create a user, you should have one permission. If I want you to create a role, you should have one permission. That's what we are going to discuss now. Are you getting my point? So how many administrators will be there? Is always administrator who will create the user? I cannot guarantee that. But if anybody want to create a profile, he should have a permission to create a profile. If anybody want to create a user, he should have a permission to create a user. Who will have that? Now I may give this permission to my IT team. I may give permission to my administrator. Are you getting my point? Depends upon your business size, depends upon your number of users, the permissions are granted. But at the end of the game, everybody is an employee. To whichever the employee I give permission to create, he will create. He may be admin, he may be clerk, he may be manager, depends upon your organization needs. Are you getting my point? There is a reason I cannot say always admin will create. Right? In admin also I may create. Just now I told Capital Info Solution example. Right? Now I am training 2,000. I have 10 more faculties in the organization. All together will be training around 4,000 students. Now if I keep one reception, she will not be able to pick up all the calls which students are making. So obviously we have different levels of administration here. Right? Depends upon the size, depends upon the scope. If I am only the faculty here, I am only running the business, I am only the faculty, I have only 20 students, then I don't need reception also. I will only take counseling, I will only collect the fees, I will only take the classes, I will only distribute material. Right? Depends upon my size, depends upon the number of students, levels of administration we have decided. It is up to my choice. It is my business flow. If I don't want to spend such a huge amount on my receptions and administrative people, I'll remove some of them, I'll keep only 3 or 4. Now, if I feel that I'm wasting the money on 10 people, I'll remove them, I'll make only 3. So it depends upon my business needs and my flow. Are you getting my point? That we cannot guarantee this admin only will create or this particular person only create the user. That is not the part. But the question here is, if I want to give you permission to create a user, you should have Salesforce license. And you should have permission. That's what we have interpreted in the topic actually. That will be coming at the after 10 minutes. We'll be discussing the same points. Okay. Now I hope you got my point. So can you guarantee who will create it? Now it is not profile. Now person who has that permission, the profile will create. It is not admin, or admin is what? One profile. System admin is what? One profile. Satish have become a system administrator because he gave me a profile called system admin. Right. We just went ahead without recording some points here. So, fine. Let me give you. Now,
This admin is common for Salesforce platform users and design users. Is it right, Satish?
please don't bring in unwanted confusions, boss. Right. Let me complete the flow. I'll answer you. Now, look at this. Administrative permissions are given only to the people who have Salesforce license, like creation of new user, creation of new role, creation of new profile. These permissions will be available. These capabilities are available for only those people who purchase Salesforce license. Now, these three people purchased Salesforce license. These three people purchased Salesforce platform. Now, let us say Sham. Now, who has a capability of creating a profile? Now, who has a capability of creating a profile? Sham, Ram, Kiran. Why? Creating a profile is administrative permission. Creating a role, administrative permission. Creating an application, okay. Creating a application, look at the point. Actually, we just skipped. Somebody has asked a question. We came out of the topic actually. Now, there's a reason. Please do not ask the question till the topic is covered. Now, look at the things. If anybody want to create new application, if anybody want to create a new application, they should have customized application. If they want to create any object, customized application. If they want to create a tab, if you want anybody to create an application, objects, tabs, fields, then the permission should be given. What is that? Customized application. If you go to platform user, anybody who purchased Salesforce platform. Now, what is the license they have purchased? Salesforce platform. If you go with the Salesforce platform, look at this. Do you have that permission? Do you have the permission? You don't have the permission. You don't have the permission. Right? Do you have the permission? We don't have the permission. If you don't have the permission, so who is this guy? This guy is Salesforce platform. So you don't have the permission. You don't have the permission to create applications, objects, tabs. So who can create application, objects, or tabs? Any person whose profile, okay, who have Salesforce license. Person who purchased a Salesforce license will get the capability of creating a application, objects, tabs, fields. Right? Any person who purchased a Salesforce license have this capability. Has the capability. Whether your organization is giving the permission or not is your company choice. Okay. Now, I want to create a new profile. Manage profile and permission set. Which license is this? If anybody want to create a new profile, delete the existing profile, make the changes on the profile, this permission is required. Now, if I go to platform, are you getting manage profiles? No. So, if you want to create a profile, modify a profile, delete a profile, which license you require? Salesforce license. Okay. Now I want to create a role. Manage roles. Now if this permission is enabled, you can create roles. Are you getting? No. So who can create a role? Only Salesforce licensed people can create a role. Next, I want to create a user. Manage user. If you go to platform, are you getting this manage users? No permission. Right? Now, what was this? These administrative permissions of creating a user, creating a profile, creating a role, creating an application, creating a tabs, creating a objects, creating a fields. All these are available only for Salesforce licensed user. Right. Now, if you look at this diagram, these people don't have the capability of creating them, but they have a capability of seeing them. You cannot create, you cannot modify, but you can see them. Are you getting? So who can build new functionalities? Anybody who purchased Salesforce license, they have capability of building new functionalities. Is that was clear? Is that was clear? Right. So what was the point? Anyone who purchased a Salesforce license have the capability of creating a new profile, creating a new application, creating a new role. Is that was clear? The basic point was clear. So administrator also have which license? Salesforce license. Because he had a Salesforce license, he got that capability. Okay. Now I am designing 3 profiles. Listen to this. I gave some permissions, Amma. I gave some permissions. Now I designed 3 profiles. All the 3 profiles are designed for Salesforce license people. 3 profiles I created. If you are finding this permission, which license is that? Salesforce. For the Salesforce license, 3 I have created. Now one is admin I told, another one is VP HR operation. 3 profiles I created. Now there are a group of people. For these 3 people, I gave admin profile. For every user, we are going to give one profile. For these 3 people, HR operations, HR manager. This is what I told. Now in the profile, I told this is what I told. Now, who can create a new application? Is it only admin who can create an application? No. Anybody who has a Salesforce license and who have a permission of customized application, they can build new application. Who can create? Sham, Ram, Kiran, X, Y, Z. Admin is a profile given to 3 people. All the 3 people work like a admin only. Now who will be able to create a new application? Sham, Ram, Kiran, X, Y, Z. Admin is not a person. It is a profile given to a person. Now to whichever the person I give a profile called admin, he become administrator. Now how many administrators I have? 3. Now is it only administrator who is creating an application? No, according to my company, who can create? Sham, Ram, Kiran, X, Y, Z. Are you clear? Who can create a new custom object? Sham, Ram, Kiran, X, Y, Z. Who can create a new custom field? Sham, Ram, Kiran, X, Y, Z. Now, similarly, now who can create a new profile? Who can create a new profile? Now, I'm giving like this. So, who can create a new profile? Whoever has a permission of manage profile. Sham, Ram, Kiran, A, B, C. A, B, C don't have a profile called admin. But according to their profile, I give a permission to them to create. So, you will not say only admin will create, only this person will create. Now, it depends upon your business permissions. Your organization model, okay, organization to organization models may change. Depends upon your organization model, the permissions are granted. Now, it's not, don't ask, is always admin who will create. No. Right. Now, tell me, who can create a roles? Who can create a new roles? Sham, Ram, Kiran, A, B, C. Who can create a new users? Sham, Ram, Kiran. Even when I say admin, there are 3 people with the same profile. Any one of them can create. When I say who can manage IP address? A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Admin don't have the permission. Are you clear about this? Am I clear? So, who will do what? Your profile will tell who will do what. Now, okay. I am making the point. Wait for a minute, Amma. Do not interrupt in between. Now, listen to the point. Listen to the point. When I say admin, don't consider as a single person. Admin is a profile. Admin is a profile. Any user who has an admin profile will have all the capabilities given in the admin profile. When you say admin, you are considering as a single person. Admin is a profile. System admin is a profile. You may give the same profile to 1000 people, 100 people, 2 people, or 1 person. If the class, for all these 130 students who are sitting in the class, if I give system admin profile, then all of you becomes what? Administrators. All of you become what? Administrators. Are you getting my point? Admin means not a person. It is a profile. To whomever you give that profile, they will become administrator. Right? It is not always, it's not only administrator who manage everything. Depends upon the permissions which are given to the other people, they will also able to manage. But if you want to control creation of application, profiles, roles, user, only Salesforce license users will get these capabilities. Is that was clear? Clear? Yeah. Online, go ahead. What is your query?
Then who will adjust all these permissions, Satish?
In the beginning, see, when you purchase from Salesforce, we asked already, who is the primary contact? Now you gave your primary contact. So with that person, they created a username, password and given to you. That user will start the first thing. Then later on, the rest of the administrators will take care. When you purchase, see, you purchase a laptop. When you purchase a laptop, they created you as an admin and gave you. Then what you are doing? You want somebody else to work. You will create another user login and give him. Am I right? You purchase a company mail IDs. From, let us say, Rackspace, you purchase a company mail ID. Now they will create you as an administrator and give you. What will you do? You create remaining people and ask them to perform their action. When you are purchasing, when you purchase from the Salesforce, they will create one user. They will create one user as a primary contact and give you. Then primary contact will decide what to do initially. Right? Are you getting my point? Right, boss? Yes, next question.
Satish, my question was like, what do we have any relationship between the profile and the role?
Nothing to do. Profile will tell what user is capable of. Role will tell what is the visibility of the data. Role will not give permission. Profile will not give permission. User will have, that's next concept. Okay. User will have one role, one profile. Profile will tell what you can do. Role will tell what you can see. What you can see in the data. Okay. Otherwise, to whom you will report. Role will tell to whom should you report. Profile will tell what should you do.
Okay.
Right. Any other? Any other? Any other questions? When your company is purchasing the Salesforce account, when your company is purchasing the Salesforce account, Salesforce asks who is the primary contact, whom should I create him as an administrator, whom should I create as a system administrator. Then I told create Navin as system admin. Then what they have done, they created Navin at the rate of ICICI.com and they told boss, this is a username password of Navin. We are creating him as okay system administrator. Ask him to log in, manage your company. Now Navin will log in, then we will understand. Navin will log in as per your company needs. He will create new profiles, or he may create the other profiles. Who can create a profile? Now, as per the company needs, he will create the profiles. And he will assign, he will create the users. Now, initial things are taken care by system administrator whom you specify. Specified by system administrator. At the time of purchasing the Salesforce, they ask you who should be the system administrator. Now, Navin also created 3 more users and they told your role is also system administrator. One administrator is created by Salesforce at the time of creating a production to you. Then Navin created 3 more people and told boss, you also have a profile called system administrator. Now, who will be managing now? Navin, X, Y. But initially, when you are purchasing from the Salesforce, Salesforce will ask you, which user should I create as a system administrator? Because somebody has to log in to manage everything. Now I told Navin is the person whom should you create as a system administrator. So Salesforce created a Navin, okay, Salesforce created Navin as system administrator profile with the system admin profile, give the username password. Once the Navin logged in, now as per the company need, he may create other users as system administrator, or he may create different profiles, assign different users. That all the actual work of administrator now. Once Navin is taken, Navin want to manage or Navin want to assign somebody else to manage. It all depends upon your company needs. I hope you are good. The first person is only when you are purchasing from Salesforce. Later on, everything is according to your company flow. I hope you got my point. Clear? Clear. So admin is not always one person, it can be a group of persons also. That's the reason we are not interested on person. What we are interested? Boss, if user have a profile, if user have the permission in the profile, he can do. That's the major point for us. Now, as I told you here, now he don't have a admin profile, but still he is able to create what? Applications. He don't have a admin profile, but still he is able to create many profiles. So it is not the profile name, it is the permissions in the profile which are important to us. If I give system admin profile, everything is available. Everything is available. But there cannot be, I cannot say that there is only one person with that profile. There can be a group of people also. I hope you are good. Clear? Right, boss? So, if you have the permission to create, you can create. If your profile enables the permission, you can create whatever you want. Are you clear? So, if you want to create an application, what should I do? If I want to create an application, customize application. Whoever has this permission, they can create new applications, modify application, delete the application. Who can create a new objects in the Salesforce? Customize application. Who can create a new fields? Customize application. Who can create a new tabs? Customize application. Who can create a new validation? Customize application. Who can create a formula? Customize application. Who can create a page layout? Customize application. Are you getting? Who can create a new profile? Manage profile. Who can create a new role? Manage roles. Who can create a new user? Manage users. Who can give a restriction? Manage IP address. Right? It is the permissions which are controlling. It is the permissions. If you enable the permission, you get that capability. Right? Right, boss? So don't assume that only this profile will do, this profile will not do. The permissions will tell you what you can do. Are you clear? Are you clear about this? Right? So system admin is a profile. Okay, there can be a group of people who have the same profile. Right, boss? I hope everyone got the concept. And every profile is designed for specific license. Now, how it is defined, how the profile is created, we skipped up actually. Okay. Right. Next, who will get these permissions? Salesforce license. If you want to get the administrative level permission like creation of custom things, then you should have what? Salesforce license. Okay, boss? Fine. That's all from my end. We'll see you in the next session.